Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Teenager Who Cooks. Today I'll be making some steamed red bean buns. They're gonna be in the shape of little cute pigs and pandas, and this is a really fun recipe to make, and it tastes really good and it looks really cute. So let's get started. Alright guys, so we're first gonna start by preparing the dough for the actual red bean buns. Here I have 480 grams of all-purpose flour. To that I'm just going to add half a cup of boiling water. Well, this just came off the boil, but it's basically as hot as it can get. I'm just going to mix it up. And then what I'm going to do is, here I have around 1 teaspoon of active dry yeast. And then this is 170 grams of just cold water, room temperature water. I'm gonna mix them together, sort of stir it up a little bit. I want the yeast to somewhat dissolve into the water. And then I'll just add mixture to the middle and sort of just mix it. Alright, so now that we've combined it a bit, once most of your dry flour is kind of gone, it's been dissolved into the water, you can just move in with your hands and start kneading the dough. And we just want it to be all combined. Alright guys, so the dry flour on the dough has you cannot see it anymore. And so now I'm just going to separate it into small pieces for the bun. Alright guys, so I've transferred the big ball of dough to this mat, and I'm going to split it up into 14 equal pieces. I'm going to be making 12 actual buns, and we're gonna do 2 just for decorations on the pandas and the pigs. 1 black dough, 1 pink dough. So sort of roll this out a bit until we can separate it. Alright guys, so I've cut them out, and so I'm just gonna sort of fold them into themselves a few times. And sort of flipped over, and just use the smooth side to form kind of like a ball. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just gonna make these little spheres for now. Alright guys, so I've made 12 little spheres. I'm just gonna cover them with this big plate bowl thing that we were using earlier. And then I have my 2 little balls here that I'm just going to color. Alright guys, so I'm just going to go ahead and color these little dough balls with some gel food coloring. Teddy is angry at something, I don't know what. For the black panda coloring, I'm just gonna use a combination of cocoa powder. This is like very dark cocoa powder, and I think black food coloring. Alright guys, so this is the black and the pink dough, the pandas and the pigs. This is just 12 clumps of red bean paste. You can buy red bean paste at most Asian grocery stores, but I've mentioned this in my other videos before. And these are just 35 grams each. And then here are our dough balls that have been resting for around 10 minutes. You can see they've like grown up a bit, so now they're even touching some of their friends. Now I'll just take one out, cover this back up, and so you can see our ball. I'm going to cover the surface of the board with some dry flour. We're just going to do what we just did, and I'm just gonna take the outside, sort of come in with it a bit. We're just sort of pulling the edges into the middle and lightly pressing it down. And now you can see the surface is pretty smooth. So I'm just going to press it down a bit, and then some more flour on top. I'm going to use my rolling pin and just roll it out. Now I'm just going to flip it over. And this is like the technique that you would use when you're making dumplings, but we're basically just going to go around the edges, not rolling fully to the middle, while rotating the dough a little bit each time. This keeps the middle thick, but the edges thin. Alright, so now that we have our flattened out dough, this is the outside, that's the smooth area that we made earlier. This is the inside. So I'm going to just take a ball of red bean paste from over here, put it on the inside. We're just going to take our fingers, make it like a C, come up and around the dough so that it's completely enveloped. So keep slowly pushing it together. The end, you can even just start like twisting it. And just twist off the excess a bit. Then pinch all the loose ends. There we go. Now I'll roll it in some more flour. Turn it over and we have a little bun. So now we're just gonna make 11 more, 12 total, until we have no more dough left, and then we'll come back and decorate the little animals. Alright, so our red bean buns have been completed. See, I've made 12 little buns here. So now I'm just going to take our black dough from earlier. And I'm just gonna roll it out into like a flat pancake. Alright guys, so basically I've used these tiny little circles out of the black dough that I've cut out using this just circle tool. You can just use any circle maker in your house. I've rolled out some of them, cut some of them in half, and just made them into balls for the ears. And then just using this tiny little piping attachment, this icing attachment, I cut out little circles and some leftover dough from earlier that I cut off and just made them into eyes. You can also take the white eyes off if you don't like them. I'm just gonna add them for now. Alright guys, so all my piggies have been completed. They look like very fat piggies. Now I'm just gonna put them each on a little piece of wax paper. Oh, I put them on wax paper, by the way, like the pandas earlier. I'll just set them in the steamer and then they're ready to steam. Alright guys, so they're in the steamer, the pandas and the pigs. Alright guys, so we're going to steam them. Usually you would want to rest them for a bit so they get even bigger, but I've been making the piggies and the pandas for quite a long time, so they're pretty much risen already. So there's like probably this much water in the bottom of the steamer. So I'm just going to go high heat until it starts boiling, and once it starts boiling, I'm going to change it to medium heat and we'll steam them for 10 minutes. And when you're done, make sure you wait 5 minutes before you take the lid off, otherwise they will collapse. Alright guys, so after they finished steaming for 10 minutes, I left them in for another 5 minutes, and this is what they came out like. You can see our beautiful little piggies, our cute pandas with their adorable little circle ears, little eyes. So I'm gonna have to do the heartbreaking thing and crack one of them open to see the red bean filling inside. It's gonna be worth it. So I'll take a piggy here. Just carefully rip it open. Oh boy, so you can see that beautiful luscious red bean filling with this little, the aerated dough. Oh my god, this is so amazing. I'm gonna take a bite. That is absolutely perfect. The dough is super soft, super chew, and yet it's also kind of chewy. It's really, really fun texture, and this sweet red bean with the this is an absolutely amazing. It can be a dessert, a snack. You can eat it like just during dinner, and it's super cute, and it's a super easy recipe too. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one.